This is your time. This is your season. And this is your moment. I hope you've had a wonderful week this week. I want to let you know what I always say. You are destined for greatness. Greatness is in your DNA. Greatness is upon your life. This is what I want you to do. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. So many people, they are afraid to start. So many people, they are afraid to go after their dreams. Why? Because of one thing. Because they are afraid of failure. And then number two, they are afraid of rejection. And if you're going to be great, if you're going to be successful, you're going to have to learn how to sometimes take rejection. You're going to have to sometimes learn how to take failure. Because let me tell you something. Anybody who has ever done anything great, they have failed. Anyone who has ever done anything great, they have made a lot of mistakes. Anyone who has ever done anything great, they have a bad past. They have things they're not so proud of. They have mistakes. They have failures. And sometimes their pasts are not as good. Look at myself. I went from flunking to first grade. I grew up with a learning disability. I had a reading and comprehension problem. I was bullied. I was picked on in school. I was always the underdog. I always made bad grades. And I was bullied in school. I was the underdog. I was told I would never amount to anything. And when I got in high school, listen to me very closely. My high school teacher, she told everybody else how great and successful they were going to be. But when she got to me, Tommy Campbell Jr., she said, Tommy, you're not going to graduate high school. She said, Tommy, you're not smart enough to go to college. See, right then and there, this is where she made a mistake. She made the mistake, number one. She went by what it looked like. She went by the decisions I was making. She went by how much trouble I was getting in high school. She went by my statistics, my grades, my GPA, and she put limitations on me based on what she saw. And for many of you, you may not be the smartest, you may not be academically gifted, you may be in trouble, you may have a bad life right now, but listen, I'm not writing you off. You may be the underdog, I'm not writing you off. I want to tell that underdog, I want to tell that person that's struggling, I want to tell that person with depression, I want to tell that person who's been through a divorce, I want to tell that person who's going through a divorce, I want to tell that person who had a bad childhood, I want to tell that person that's grieving, I want to tell that person that's sick with cancer, maybe you're sick, I want to tell that athlete you had a career-ending injury, or you're an athlete, you had an injury that put you out for the season. You're going to bounce back. You're going to overcome. You're going to accomplish your dreams. You're going to become great. You're going to become successful. See, you wonder why I speak with so much authority. TC, you wonder why I speak with so much passion. You wonder why I have so much energy. TC, because I speak with so much authority, because this is my life. This is my real story. I'm not just reading out of a book. I'm not just talking about somebody else's story. This is my life. I flunked the first grade. I was bullied in school. I barely graduated high school. And then in 2009, I became homeless. I was living on the streets, begging for food. And then after that, I was shot multiple times. And when I got to the hospital, I was pronounced dead. It seemed like my life was over. Maybe your dreams have been pronounced dead. Maybe your purpose have been pronounced dead. Maybe your vision and your goals have been pronounced dead. I'm here to resuscitate your life. I'm here to give you your life back. I'm here as your life coach, your inspirator, your motivator. I'm here to empower you and tell you, you can go to the next level. You can do it. You can achieve it. You can accomplish it. Anything is possible. And then I got in college and I flunked out of college. But I got back in college on academic probation. And now I got my bachelor's in 6 years, got my master's in 5 years, I got my doctoral degree in a year and a half. And now I am Dr. Tommy Campbell Jr. This is what I want you to do. I want you to get your dream in your mind. You may have put your dreams down, but I'm telling you, pick your dream back up. Don't let life defeat you. Don't let life beat you down. Life may punch you in the face. Life may throw obstacles at you. You may be in pain right now. You may be going through pain right now. You may be dealing with depression right now. You may be in a bad situation. But I want to tell you that pain is only temporary. Trouble don't last always. I've spoken in London in my mind. I've spoken in Australia in my mind. I've spoken in Canada in my mind. I've spoken in the NBA in my mind. I've spoken in the NFL in my mind. I've spoken in corporate in my mind. I've been there in my mind. And today's message is, this is a special edition of It's Time to Work. It's the bottom line. Yes, it's time for you to become the CEO of that company. It's time for you to become a billionaire. It's time for you to become a multimillionaire. It's time for you to win the Super Bowl. It's time for you to win the NBA championship. It's time for you to win the NCAA championship. It's time for you to start that business. It's time for you to be the next Google, the next Amazon, the next YouTube, the next Facebook, the next eBay. It's to be the next Instagram, be the next Twitter. It's time for you to start that company that's going to change the whole world. You have an idea. This is what you have to do. In order for your ideas to manifest, number one, you got to believe in yourself. Number two, you got to get in the right environment. Number three, you got to hang around the right people who will not distract you and hinder you. Many of you, you are distracted. You're distracted by addictions. You're distracted by negativity. You're distracted by your pain. You're distracted by your past. You're distracted by your failures and your mistakes. You're distracted by your jealousy. You're distracted by your insecurities. You are distracted by not believing in yourself. It's time to work. It's time to go to the next level. You're distracted by unforgiveness. You must forgive others who have hurt you. And number two, you must forgive yourself. It's time to work. Just because you have had nightmares, don't stop dreaming. Storms, pain, and trouble don't last forever. You may fall down. You break sometimes. You fail sometimes, but you rise, you heal, and you overcome. I'm going to say that again. You may fall down, you break sometimes, you fail sometimes, you make mistakes sometimes, but you rise, you heal, and you overcome. So whatever you're going through, whatever you're facing, you're going to overcome it. Never allow the negative and bad situations to bring out the worst in you. Be strong and make the choice to be positive. Think like a champion. That's the key. I want you to write this down. Be strong. I'm going to calm down. Be strong and make the choice to be positive. Stop being negative. Stop looking at things in a negative way. Stop giving yourself to negative energy. Become positive. Think like a champion. Develop a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Giannis, James Harden, Chris Paul, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson-like mentality. Develop a Tom Brady, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Develop that type of mentality. So when you get upset, I'm closing. When you get upset and get angry, listen to this. It is best to be silent until you calm down. I'm going to say that again. Grievous words stirs up anger, but soft words turns away wrath. When you get upset and get angry, it is best to be silent until you calm down. You must be in a place to where you are in control of your emotions. You want to be happy. You want to be healthy. You want to be whole. You want to be successful in every area of your life. So the question I want to ask you is, where do you see yourself a year or 5 years from now? Are you ready to go to the next level? Are you ready for the opportunities that are getting ready to knock on your door? Are you ready to become great? Are you ready to become successful? Are you ready to go where only character and integrity can keep you? Last statement. If you don't take control of your mind, then your mind will take control of you. It's time to work. It's time to put in the work. It's time to stop procrastinating. It's time to stop giving up. It's time to stop giving up on your dreams. It's time for you to go after your dreams. It's time for you to be great. It's time for you to become successful. Maybe you want to open up a barbershop. Maybe you want to be a actor or a singer or a lawyer or a doctor or a real estate owner, real estate investor. Maybe you want to be an engineer, architect. Maybe you want to play football, baseball, basketball. Maybe you want an academic scholarship. Maybe you want a PhD, a doctoral degree, a master's or a bachelor's degree. Maybe you want your GED, your high school diploma. Maybe you want to bring your GPA up. I don't know. I don't know what you want. But do you know what you want? Maybe you want to bring healing to your marriage. Maybe you want to be a better mother, a better father, or a better child. Or maybe you never knew your father, grew up in a single mother home. Maybe you can't get over your bad childhood. I want to tell you, you are an overcomer. Maybe you're deep in pain right now. Maybe you're struggling with depression on a whole nother level. You can make it past that depression. You can come through that depression. Maybe you're grieving. Maybe you're going through, maybe you're dealing with a situation that's just pulling you down and making you depressed. You're going to come out of this. You're going to overcome this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please spread the word all over social media about me as a motivational speaker. Please spread the word about me. Tell your family and your friends about me. Listen, I want to tell the whole world that I love you. I do these motivational videos for you every day. I do these motivational videos for the whole entire world every day because I love you, because I believe in you. I don't get paid for this. I don't get a sponsor, but I speak like I'm speaking in front of thousands. I speak like I'm getting paid thousands because I love being a motivational speaker. I love changing people's lives. I care about the people and I love the people. I love my craft. I love what I do. So when London calls, when Australia calls, when Canada calls, when the NBA, NFL calls, I'm ready for the moment because I am prepared. My question to you is, are you prepared? It's time to work. It's time to get to work. Go after your dreams. Go to the next level. This is your time. This is your season. And this is your moment. Thank you. That is my time.